too immature for this.
Okay, it's off.
Okay.
Can't. No. Oh gosh. How do we edit this stuff out?
Welcome to the first podcast of
Us.
What'd you say? We have to be bad to be good?
We have to be bad to be good. We just got to get one out there. A couple out there that are bad.
Yeah. People will love us bad or good.
I agree.
Yeah.
Sometimes bad is the best.
All right.
So, now what do we talk about?
I can tell you about my story.
Tell us.
So, Liza gets invited to this party. I didn't really want to go to the party. And you all know that I'm okay. I can talk to anybody. Like, anybody. You put me in a room with anybody and I can talk to them. So I walk into this room. It's like a 11-year-old girl's birthday party. There's like older people, like family, a group of moms, but I have my two girls. So I go to the end of the table that's alone and I sat down with them. And this mom group forms. And then there's me, all alone. And nobody said anything to me. It was terrible. And I knew some of them were from the school that we go to, but not all of them. But they talked to the one girl. She goes to the school. So I texted my husband, and I'm like, you know what? I'm going to just get in there, and I'm just going to do it. Just like on the cruise, I got into the middle of the hot tub when there was no room. I just walked right on in to make room for myself.
Sounds like a whimsical kind of person.
So I get in there. The lady at the school and I start talking, and everybody else forms their own little group and talks without us. Nobody talked to me except for that one lady.
Oh,
At all?
gosh.
And I tried. And I kept texting Lenny. I'm like, 32 minutes,
The whole
24
time.
minutes, 19 minutes. I want to go home. This is terrible. The mom talked to me and this one lady. That was it. When I tried to insert myself, I said, I'm going to insert myself in this group.
That's crazy.
That was the one time that I could not insert myself.
That's crazy.
Yeah. That is not podcast material, but that's that.
Okay, I have a couple questions. How can we drink in the microphone?
Probably not.
It'll still hear us. Who will hear us?
Did you hear me swallow?
That wasn't as
I
bad
heard
as
the
when
ice.
you put it right up
Okay.
there.
Listen, can you hear me swallow?
Yep.
Oh my god.
They said to be bad in order to be good.
Oh boy.
Oh my word.
All the things we had to learn.
Yes.
You have like the perfect like radio voice. It's
Whoa.
so good.
Oh.
I feel like a man over here. My voice does not
actually
sound
gonna
good
say
on
that
microphone.
I feel like yours sounds really good too. Because everybody doesn't like the way that their own voice sounds.
Yeah.
I'm
Yours
gonna
sounds
call
good.
somebody to see if they like my voice real quick. Anybody?
Yours is always good. Mine just sounds weird.
Can you actually hear me though? Because I can't hear. Like I'm having a hard time.
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay.
Okay.
Yep. I'm good.
All right. So
Am I too loud?
No.
no. I feel like we should start over. This cannot all go out.
Record. Hold on.
Oh. I hear
I
music.
hear it. Now introducing.
Oh,
I
my
can't
gosh.
turn it off. How do I turn it off?
I'm too immature for this.
Okay, it's off.
Okay.
Where are we?
Can't. No. Oh gosh.
Okay. You had some questions.
Oh, I was just asking
not.
if you can drink in the microphone.
Gotcha.
And you probably can't go.
You probably can.
But my breathing is way better.
The breathing is better. All right, so...
I can't put my glasses on.
Okay.
We're going stages here. Old lady. Glasses, headphones.
All right, lesson learned. We need bullet points.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. A demigorgon.
Oh, gosh. Crystal's never coming back.
I just put you on record, by the way. Because I knew you were...
Oh.
It's a demigorgon, and my dog goes nuts every night. But really, I think it's just a mouse that runs across our deck.
What's a demigorgon?
Thank you for asking.
Did you watch Stranger Things?
Yeah, is that...
No.
That's the demigorgon. The big mouth thing that kills everybody.
Oh, you can't watch that show.
I watched 2 episodes and I had to close my eyes and go la 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 la.
Stop hitting the table. I didn't know it was called a demigorgon.
Yeah.
Okay.
You sure you can hear me?
Yes.
Okay. I can't hear you very well.
How about now?
Oh yeah.
Anybody got any chapstick?
I have cherry chapstick.
Can I have some?
It is in my car though.
Oh,
My
okay.
van.
That's okay.
I'm sorry.
It's okay.
Can't your husband that won't be named bring you some chapstick?
He might.
Text him. Say we can't leave. We're recording right now.
And we're afraid of a demigorgon.
Wait, I'm so confused. How do you pronounce it?
Demigorgon.
Gorgon, organ. Which one?
Gorgon.
Gorgon. Like demigod.
Yeah.
But demigorgon.
Gorgon.
Gorgon.
He can't come down here while we're recording, though. We'll get super distracted.
Throw
Well,
it
this
down
is
the
what I
steps.
said. If you're walking around with chapstick later, could you bring some down? You know, just in case he's walking around with chapstick in
might
his
be in
hand.
his pocket or something.
Oh, my.
Okay.
Okay, so who are you? Hillary.
Well, should we say, welcome to our first podcast.
Of us.
Aww.
What is the podcast called?
The podcast is called The Calm
Ish.
Ish, The Storm, and The Whimsy.
Woo.
So the calm-ish should probably go first. Who are you?
Calmish. So, it's kind of funny actually. I've been trying to process this whole like calmish thing. Calm. Because I'm really not calm. But I am. In a weird kind of way. So, first off, I am Crystal. And I am the wife of one husband.
So you don't have multiple husbands?
Nope, just one.
That's good
Just
to specify. People know where we stand.
We've been married for 18 years. Almost 18. So not quite 18. Hopefully we'll make it to 18. And I have 3 children, 13, 11, and 8. No one tells you that when you have kids 2 years apart and they're boys and they're both going into middle school that they don't tell you that. So I have a middle schooler and 2 elementary kids and about to have 2 middle schoolers.
Ugh,
Boys.
yikes. What do you do?
I am a stay-at-home mom, and I've been at home since 2015, and currently took on the new role of homeschool mom to our youngest, who is 8 and in 2nd grade. And I also have a small virtual assistant business on the side.
Do you like being a homeschool mom?
To be determined. I love it. I just don't know if it's something that I will always love. I think for the time and the moment right now, it's something that I'm enjoying. And
I can't. Oh, no.
and I'm really warm right now.
How do we edit this stuff out?
How do you not burp?
Oh my
Oh
gosh.
my goodness. I wrote this stuff down, guys. Yep.
Okay.
So my main job is to keep the Yule house in order. And sometimes I do. Sometimes I don't.
All right. So are we going to be able to pick this apart, or do we have to, like, start over?
I think we can pick it apart
Okay.
on those things because we can take pieces out.
Okay.
I hope.
That's good.
Should we start over?
I don't know, but I totally want to use "How do you not burp" as the beginning of, like, for sure. Okay, do you want me to go?
Yeah. So, Storm.
I am Hillary. I also only have one husband.
Good to
I
know.
have 5 children. There's a lot of them. So I have a 12-year-old, an 11-year-old, a 9-year-old, all girls, a 7-year-old boy, and then an 8-month-old boy. Surprise! I don't know what else. Oh, I do not homeschool my children. They all go to private school, and I am happy about it.
And what do you do?
I am a stay-at-home mom / photographer. The Whimsy and I have a photography business together.
With our assistant, with the calm.
Yes. Yeah,
Keep
She
them
gets
calm.
to travel along with us from time to time.
it's true.
I should have put that on there. Asterisk. The calm goes with photography.
And I don't know. That's pretty much it. Yeah.
Okay. How about you, Whimsy?
I am the Whimsy. Whatever that means.
Wait, who are you?
The Whimsy.
Oh, you know.
I do know. And we'll talk about what that is after I look it up. Just kidding.
Or we'll tell her what
we'll
it
tell
is.
her.
I am Kelly. I have 2 college degrees I do not use, one in interior design and one in civil engineering. And I started a business with the Storm over here, and we are so much fun to be your photographers
This is true.
that it just really is a good day for anybody who hires us. So we've been doing that for almost 13 years, 12 years.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm a stay-at-home mom. I started homeschooling. This is my 3rd year of homeschooling, and I do enjoy it, but I may have high blood pressure. But I don't think it's related. But anyway. Yeah, so it's really good. I do like the freedom of it and all of that, but I have a 12-year-old who's about to be 13, 11-year-old, a 9-year-old, and a 6-year-old. And I do have
you
a
have
husband,
a husband?
and only one
okay.
of them.
Only one.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And he's
when
amazing.
you said that you have 2, and then you went on to degrees, I was curious if it was going to be 2
Starting with the
husbands.
husbands. Yeah.
Because we both started with husbands, like ourselves, and then husbands, and you went into your degrees, and it got kind of iffy there.
Yeah. I would just like to say, she's like, and he's amazing.
Oh, wait, I forgot to add the rest of my family. I have 2 dogs and 8 chickens, and I love them all.
Oh, dear.
House full.
Our husbands are amazing, too.
Oh, yes.
saying.
Oh, yes. Amazing.
I would also like to just touch on the homeschool situation real quick. When you're one of 3 and 2 are homeschooling and you make a phone call to either one of those 2 and you never get to have just like a normal conversation anymore, it's not fun to be the parent with all the kids in private school, which is maybe why God gave me an infant.
Maybe you should just bring them home.
Bring him
No.
over.
She said bring him home.
Just bring... no, don't bring him home. Just bring him over.
I'm not bringing him home.
Oh, that would be a lot at home.
Oh my gosh, no thank you.
I mean, Kelly has a lot at home, too.
Yeah,
I only have 1.
I don't want to
And
do
I'm
it.
still TBD. So
I love my children. It's determined they need to go to school. All right, so why are you the calm-ish? Do you know?
I do know, but I don't know. It's kind of funny, just because I've always been the person who is kind of loud, and way outgoing, and all the things. But when you read the definition of what calm means, let me pull it up here. It's interesting because I feel like these things are true of me. Okay, you ready? Calm. Not showing or feeling nervousness, anger, or other strong emotions, which probably isn't true of me.
I got your back on those, Crystal.
Pleasantly free from the wind. I think that was supposed to be in the weather, but since we're in that and we're talking about the storm and the whimsy of weather, the calm and the storm, in the midst of all of that, I kind of bring them together. I kind of calm us down. I say, okay, guys, this is what we're going to do. This is how we're going to go about things. Don't be afraid. Don't worry.
Thank you for the chapstick, my one husband.
The amazing
The
one.
wind.
We were introducing our families. And we don't want to say your names, so we said our husbands, and she said I have one of them. And it was ridiculous.
I am the wife of one husband.
There you go. Oh, that chapstick.
Thank you.
I'm going to use it too. The chapstick. This one's going to need a lot of editing. The wind part was my favorite.
So
The wind. That was great.
yes. So I feel like I just kind of bring a little bit of calmness to. So it's hard for me because I used to not be punctual. I used to be crazy. Things all over. All the things. My car was a disaster. And
Nobody can see you raise your hand.
but if they could. And so those kind of things just changed for me. And I think it was more when I had kids, I kind of got a little OCD about all of the things being all over the place, and it wasn't just my stuff anymore. It was like everything everywhere. And so I just kind of took that role on of being like, okay, we're going to have clean house, and we're going to have clean car, and I'm going to be on time, and that's just how we're going to do things. And then so that behavior just became part of life, and then that just ended up being who I am now, which, again, was not always who I was.
So from a friend perspective,
Yes,
the way that I can see you being the calm-ish is your personality is like 100% like the life of the party.
Absolutely.
Be goofy, be silly, be crazy, get attention. Like that's where the ish comes in because you're not calm in those situations. However, if something's falling apart or hitting the fan or someone's melting down
She
or
knows exactly what to do.
every time somebody's struggling, like Crystal can jump right in and calm the situation down and just like, oh, don't cry.
No, I'm good. I'm good.
Okay. And like bring it back
But if
in.
I did, it would be okay.
That's true. You can cry on a podcast, I guess. Yeah, I guess just from a friend perspective, like that's where we see you being the calm. But ish.
Ish.
Yeah. So if I were to introduce being a storm, I think that it's because I'm a hot freaking mess.
And when she comes, you know she's coming.
Yes. There is no better description
Is
other
that
than
because I'm
the
chubby?
warning. The warning, like a weather, is like, here I come. Oh, I'm here.
I'm here.
You always know when Hillary's there, which is a good thing.
Oh no. We
We'll
got
have to edit that.
What?
She just definitely compared me to something inappropriate.
Not on purpose.
Okay.
What did she say?
We'll talk about that later.
That's not going to work on the podcast.
Probably not.
Oh, not what I meant. Oh my gosh.
Okay, so I'm going to start with the storm again.
Yes.
Okay, that's a good idea.
Yeah, because none of that was going to work. And I don't really want to go, oh.
Yeah.
Oh, gosh. Okay. So to introduce the storm, I think I'm a storm because I'm a hot mess. And I don't think people talk about being a hot mess enough. Like, I think it's important to be transparent that way. I don't get anywhere on time. I don't have a clean van. I fly by the seat of my pants. I freak out a lot. I'm just kind of a hot mess.
And you usually know when the storm's coming.
Yep.
Yeah.
I'll break your windows.
But you do it well.
I'm a hot mess well?
Yeah.
Well, thank you. I'm
I
trying.
mean, from the outside, most people wouldn't have any idea
No.
that you're a storm.
And the stories of the storm are endless.
There are a lot of
It's
stories.
amazing because no one else could just have those stories.
No. Nope. But I think it's important to share those things, right?
Yes.
Absolutely.
What about you, Whimsy?
I'm the Whimsy.
We need to come
And?
up with sound effects for ours.
I am told by the dictionary that I'm playful, quaint, or fanciful, especially in an appealing and amusing way.
This is true.
So either they think I'm really
you can't say that. Oh gosh.
I was going to say funny.
I gotta start over.
Oh guys.
Why would we even think that?
Where did that come from?
Yeah,
Because I can't remember what Whimsy is or why I'm
jokester.
Okay,
She's a jokester.
Okay, say that again.
That's why we give her the Whimsy
start
name.
again.
Oh gosh.
Start
This is
again.
not going well.
Okay, Whimsy, go.
Introduce yourself, Whimsy.
I'm Whimsy. And according to the dictionary, that means playful, quaint, fanciful, especially in an appealing and amusing way. So that's what I am.
So it's all wrapped up in so many different things of like jokester and prankster. By the way, she doesn't actually always do all the pranks on her own. She always usually has somebody else do them, but she comes up with all of them.
Accomplices, yeah.
Yes.
But guess who can't be pranked?
That would be me.
The Whimsy. She can't handle
She
it.
can't handle it.
So that
And
reactionary
she
of
also
emotions,
always
that's me.
knows when she's being pranked.
Yeah, no
Yeah,
surprises.
you can't really surprise me. I usually figure it out, and I've created one of those. My daughter is the same way.
It's super annoying when you try to surprise her with things.
Although I think we did surprise her once.
We
We
did.
actually got Lenny though.
That's okay. They can just Google
We
his
got
name anyway.
the husband number 3.
Google him.
The Whimsy's husband.
Oh my gosh.
When we put that statue in their closet.
Oh
And
yeah.
we thought the camera was going to get us, but it didn't somehow.
Oh yeah.
We had to carry it through your garage,
It was so heavy.
over a dog gate, and then try to get it. We went through your office and around and got it into the closet. It was so heavy.
It was heavy.
We did get you once.
Yes,
just
you
saying.
did. So I like to have a good time. I like to trick people, which is, I don't know why that makes me happy inside, but it does. I like to do all kinds of crazy things to get people's reactions, but I like to have fun, and I am not very organized, and my van is a mess all the time. Like French fries, potato chips, like the little crumbs that are just on the floor that you can't even sweep up with the sweeper at the car wash. They just don't come up. Dog hair. But, yeah, that's me. But I do have a serious side, too.
Yeah.
But more of the crazy, ridiculous.
You didn't read the good stuff that I sent you.
Oh, well, it was a really long thing.
Well, maybe that was the point.
Yeah, I don't know. You're delightful. Childlike, playful, but not immature. And it does say you can be serious as well. Yeah.
I have a lot of prank stories if you ever need me to share.
Go for it.
Yep.
Share one.
So I worked at this really big furniture store. We got this teak daybed in, and I'm like, I'm just like an intern that just got a job. But yet I go to the boss, and I'm like, hey, let's call him Fred. Hey, Fred, what if I got inside that teak bed to scare Stephanie when, just have her come over to empty it out? Now, wood's from India, and it's like hundreds of years old. This box looks like a daybed. So I crawl in it on our slow night, put pillows on top of me, and I hear beep, beep, which means somebody came into the store. So Fred couldn't tell Stephanie to come in and empty the teak daybed because we sold it because there was a customer at the store for 45 minutes. I was in that daybed laying there in this Indian wood that was like really,
How did
really
you
old.
breathe?
Well, it's like slats of wood,
Oh, okay.
so it was just like, are there bugs in here? I don't know. I'm just laying in this bed for 45 minutes, but I got paid. I mean, I probably got like $6 out of my $8 an hour. So finally those people left, and luckily they didn't open it up, or they would have had quite a show.
So they bought that bed.
They didn't. Nobody bought it. So we made this story up, me and the manager.
Gotcha.
So he went up to Stephanie and said, hey, we need to clear this bed out. So you need to go empty it. And she's like, okay. So she opens the box, and my hand comes out and grabbed her arm. So that was fun. Luckily, nobody was in the store when that happened. It was a good time.
My goodness.
That's amazing. 45 minutes.
45 minutes in a teak bed.
What is teak?
Like an old Indian, like antique wood, but it's teak. It's called
Yeah,
teak.
it's called
spelled
teak.
T-A-K.
And it's like on boats sometimes. Like they
Yeah.
had like that teak wood. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah?
yeah.
Oh,
That
okay.
makes sense.
okay.
I'm going to pretend like I know what you guys are talking
Like
about.
teak flooring or teak. Okay.
Now I know that's a thing I didn't know yesterday.
Okay. Now you do.
Yeah. Yep.
So
that's
should we
me.
share how we know each other?
Yeah.
Because we never did that.
So I'll start first because
Sure.
this relationship goes back quite a ways. So my parents and the Storm's parents were in the Amway business. Sell the soap and we'll get rich. So
Should we share our actual names? Or are you always going to call me the Storm?
I forgot. I'm allowed to share her name. So Hillary, but they need to know who you are. So
Hillary the Storm.
Hillary the Storm. So our parents would always get together and talk about like building this business, and then I had to babysit sometimes when they were having these meetings. So little Hillary with her curly-headed blonde hair comes over, and I got to hang out with Hillary. Why? Because I'm quite a bit older than her. So how many years is it?
I don't know how old you are. How old are you?
I'm 45. And you're 38, so we're about to be 39.
Yeah.
Ooh, 39
So it's like
coming up.
a lot of years.
None of us are really good at math, so.
This homeschool mom is. We got 7 years.
What's the year? 7 years.
So yeah. So that's where it started, but I wouldn't say we were like really close friends till like youth group years later on, and we became really good friends.
Yeah.
And then it's just crazy how it all began. And then for me and Crystal,
Crazy.
our kiddos were in first grade together.
Yes.
And I had I just had my little neat little sweet little baby.
Oh my gosh.
my knit baby.
Okay. So Crystal and I have been friends. Our oldest children were in first grade, which would be 6 years ago. And we were in a parent meeting, and I had my newborn, and we just hit it off talking about high blood pressure.
High blood pressure during pregnancy.
Yep.
So she had her little baby with her, and I don't think it was like the first week of school,
yeah.
like those
Well,
meetings
it would have
that we
been
had.
like midterm, I think, maybe.
Was it
'Cause she
midterm?
was November. I don't remember.
Maybe it was a Thanksgiving
Yeah,
party.
I don't know.
Something like
Crazy.
that. But yeah, definitely. That's how we met. I just know that my oldest sat next to Kelly's oldest, and that's how we met. So I was like, oh, who's this?
And then the Storm always plans all these events. So that's how Crystal and I really got to know each other, because the Storm always is storming around planning events and making a fun time all the time.
All the time.
So,
which is why I am a better person than I am now.
Oh.
Because I don't cancel on people anymore.
I love that.
She made me so excited to be a part of people and part of a group that I was like, yeah. But we met.
Yeah, you can share this story.
Am I allowed to share
I think
this
you
story?
should.
Okay. So, as you can see, all of our children at one point or another attended the same school. And I was actually the office assistant at the school. And so I had met Hillary a couple times. Actually, I'm going to go way back. So I met her a couple times just in the office. Obviously, she had kids, so she was in there. She was involved, so she was around a lot. She had little ones and kids that were in school. And so they were just always in the office and stuff. So she stalked me.
Because everybody needs to be my friend.
Yes. And I had no idea, like, that I needed to be her friend. Because, again, I kind of just... Everybody's my friend, so, like, I just say hi, and I don't really think about it, and I just kind of go about my day. I don't know how she got my number. Honestly, to this day, I think it was from the directory. Maybe not.
I think you can find anybody's number on the directory at school. Yeah, I think
as long
that's
as
how.
you would, like, allow it to be out there.
Yeah.
So she texted me, and it was like spring break, and she was like, "Hey, you want to go to Pump It Up with my kids and I?" And I was like,
Who's this chick?
Hillary from, like, school? And so I said yes. And being the person that I am, like, was dying inside, like, oh my gosh, I don't know who she is. Okay, like, I'm just going to go. We're just going to do this.
Try not to cancel.
Try not to cancel. I didn't cancel. I went. And I had a blast. Our kids had a blast. And so that's initially how I met her. And then a couple months later, at the end of the school year, I was leaving. I was only a temporary employee at the time. And so I was getting ready to leave. And it was the last day of school. And I was crying because I just loved and invested in these kids and their lives. And my kids were there and all these things. And I had built friendship now with moms that were in the school, because this was the first year that my kid was at the school. And so I'm crying. Remember, we only had met out of school one other time. And she comes up to me and she says, "Do you need me to pinch your nipples?" And I just looked at her and I was like, and I started laughing.
That
and
was
then
the goal.
Knew.
That was the goal. Just the laughter.
I knew at that moment she was my friend. And so she planned a after school, last day of school thing. And we've been friends since. And Kelly was there. And that's the beginning.
So my question for the two of you. Is that not how you would make somebody stop crying? Is ask that question?
I would maybe hug them.
Okay.
Or try to, like, do a dance to make them laugh or, like, scare them.
So not the first thing that would come to your
Definitely
mind.
wouldn't
No. But
pinch their nipples.
can I tell
I
you?
didn't actually pinch them.
That's
I just
not
offered.
what I heard.
Whatever.
Never pinched. Never pinched. Definitely just asked. But I had to think about it.
Oh my gosh.
But I had to think about it because it stunned me, and I was like,
Wait, what?
what? And then I laughed, and then I just knew. I was like, she's just meant to be my friend.
Yes. To be clear, I never actually did it.
No,
Okay.
never.
I don't want that out there.
Yeah, never did it.
Oh my gosh. Well, you both
Yeah.
said how you know me. I don't have anything to say.
Come on, you gotta know something. Like, what's your first impression of us? Obviously, Crystal's boobs, but what about me?
Oh, wow.
I'm just kidding.
I don't remember being babysat by you.
Okay, so what do you remember?
I just find that so funny. I don't think I actually knew that until like a couple weeks ago.
Yeah.
That's how you knew each other. I knew youth group and so forth, but like,
Yeah.
that's crazy.
Well, I remember you from youth group, and I wanted to be friends with you, and I was the younger kid that was friends with all the elderly people like yourself.
She was like 4 and I was like 14.
It's not quite as awkward now.
Yeah, but she did make my youth group experience very interesting with being the person to get pranked all the time. It was ridiculous. She took me.
She was behind the pranks.
I'd love to
that
hear
got
all
you.
these because I don't remember half the stuff.
Well, this is youth group, right? And she took me to Lady at the Grave.
Oh, yeah, that's true. I did do that.
Oh, Crystal wouldn't be able to handle that.
We might need to
is
take
that?
her live podcast. Like, we got to record it and take her to the Lady at the Grave. You know?
Yeah.
There's a lady in a grave.
There's
Yeah.
a story in Hartville.
Oh, stop. No.
No,
Yeah.
she killed her husband and then, like, she poisoned him, but there wasn't enough evidence. She goes to his grave every night. So I took the children of the youth group there. You know,
It's
just
kind of like the Crybaby Bridge.
so you
thing.
drive
Oh,
by
that too, yeah.
and you see the lady leaning over the grave. If, you know, she's usually there. Doesn't matter what weather it is, she's always there. Because she
She's
feels
still
bad.
there.
Yeah.
Maybe we should drive past.
We need to take you, but it wasn't kind to do to youth.
Probably
No,
not.
I probably would act like a youth though.
Yeah,
Were
that's
you
why
there when my cousin was there screaming?
I was there multiple times.
Oh my goodness, was this a regular thing?
We told
It
my
was.
cousin. But he was younger than you, right? He kept going, I plead the blood of Jesus.
Oh,
I plead the blood of... He was so scared, and then we felt really bad because it really wasn't that scary.
it was pretty scary.
I mean, it is.
I mean, Kelly, you can make a lot of things scary just
can.
by like putting it all together.
Says the person that did it to us. It wasn't very scary.
Clearly, she wasn't afraid of it.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Would you do that to your children?
I
now?
might.
She 100% would, for sure.
I'm going to take Tori. Tori Thompson.
Just so everybody,
Tori Tompkinson.
just so everybody knows, we're trying to get used to not using names on this podcast.
I'm going to take Hillary and my oldest daughters.
Hillary and Mize.
That didn't sound right. So Hillary's oldest daughter and my oldest daughter, maybe for their 13th birthday, a little drive by the Lady at the Grave would be kind of
Gosh.
I
fun.
mean, they would be youth group age.
Yeah, my
but
kid
they
would never sleep.
Oh,
Wow.
that was weird. Jinx. You would be in bed with her.
Yeah, for sure. Not fair. Not cool.
I'd be in a bed with who?
Not you.
Not you.
Me and my daughter.
Eliza would. This is so
Ew.
bad. You realize?
Oh, man. What is happening? What did you say
is
the
really
line
weird.
was? We have to be bad?
Yes.
Everybody stick
I mean,
with us.
it wouldn't be
Stick
hard
with
for
us,
people
we're
to
bad.
find our kids' names. But I get it.
know.
Yeah. Just if we're telling embarrassing stories more than anything.
I mean, honestly, I don't
what,
think it
what
really
do you
matters.
think, listeners? Should we share our kids' names or not? Anybody answering us yet?
You can just comment below.
Comment. Oh, yes. Oh, she's waking Liza up.
You just said it again.
I know.
We had to work on that. Oh man,
Everybody's hot.
it's warm.
So anything else we should share?
Okay. I don't know. I don't have any stories right now. I'm trying to think. Had a bad day, but we won't go over that right now. How about you? She's recovering from a cold.
Yes.
Sinus something.
Yes. How about you?
Yeah.
I just want to share one story
Yeah.
about the prankster that can't handle being pranked.
Yeah.
Do.
And the frustrating thing is when you prank somebody who totally deserves it, but they get like furious about it, you feel guilty.
Oh, no.
Even though this person has trained you your whole life.
When you were 4.
Yeah. to behave this way. And then they turn on you in the midst of it. So we were in Africa on a mission trip.
Oh, man.
And we were staying in a hotel. And
Okay, pause. Just remember, this hotel, out the back window, was a giant field, a shack of a barn, and then Kilimanjaro.
Yeah.
And every night you hear,
yeah, it's a,
so something is happening. Either people are being hurt
now.
or cows are being murdered
Yeah.
or something is not okay.
it was really loud every night. Yeah. So I was rooming.
Oh my gosh, she got you.
I was rooming with her cousin by marriage, right? Yeah. We can't say her name. No,
Okay.
I wasn't even rooming with her. But she's the one I worked with. And so we said, we're going to get Kelly. But, like, the way that the hotel was, she had to, like, climb over a balcony onto another balcony to get to Kelly's
Now, just
door.
let me remind you that Hillary is the leader of this trip, encouraging somebody to risk their life to scare me.
I did not encourage her to risk her
Clearly,
life.
she wanted to do it.
And again, let's go back to the youth leader's example in my life that taught me these things. So she does this, and she, like, bangs on the window, or the door. Was it the window? Yeah.
Oh, we had a slider window, and she banged on the window. Now, let me just tell you, I just took melatonin because I couldn't sleep from all the screaming the 2
Oh my
nights before.
gosh.
So the girl with me totally panicked, like panic attack city, and then I'm panicking, and
Because
nobody wants
whatever's
to get up.
screaming out there
Because who's
each
on her
night
balcony?
is
You
now on
cannot
her
get to the balcony. You cannot get there.
What do you mean you can't get there?
You can't get there unless you like climb up the wall like Spider-Man.
Yeah.
Like that's
so
the
she,
only
we
way.
were up high, so she, like, went from
We're on
one
the second
balcony to the
floor.
next.
So who the heck's on my balcony? So
Oh
even
my
after
gosh.
2 melatonins, I did not sleep, and
Yeah.
I was not happy.
She was so mad. So you called your husband.
But that was terrifying.
Yeah.
We're in another country.
I'm sorry.
There's crazy animal being murdered noises out the back.
So she calls her husband, and he has, what did he come?
And he knows. He knew about it. He probably helped plan
He
this.
didn't know about
he
it.
Didn't?
No. But afterwards, I said, is she mad? He said, oh, yeah. I said, but did she deserve it? And he said, oh, yeah. Totally on our side.
man.
Oh, man.
So I love how she tries to justify how she's right, that you shouldn't have done it in Africa.
Or
Up
get on
the
her
second
balcony.
floor with the animals screaming in the background. But when you're 15 years old, it's okay if I take you to a grave late at night and try to teach you that there's ghosts out there that murdered their husbands. That's fine.
It wasn't a ghost. It was a wife that murdered her husband.
Oh,
But now
she's
there's a
not
ghost
dead
in the
anymore?
grave.
She was never dead. She killed her husband.
Oh, okay, so there's a live murderer that I'm supposed to go see. Fantastic.
Hanging over her husband's grave because she's so sad.
But mine was way worse because I was the leader of the trip.
But see, this is the funny part. I could totally see Kelly doing all of that.
What?
Like, orchestrating all of the
Oh, I could.
same...
What happened to her?
Yeah.
100%
Yeah,
yes.
especially because of all of the noise
Yep.
in the back.
Yeah,
I-
you deserved it.
I know. I wish I could have took credit for
It's
that.
probably just because you needed to sleep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You were so mad. Okay, so here's how we got to figure out how to wrap these things up.
Yeah.
Do, 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 do.